Who tagged me already? Boom. What is that? Sean Parker tagged you in a post? Where's it at? Working on it. Hitting him up right now. Hold on. Let's do this. We got 5 viewers we were waiting on. It's Midday Madness, guys. Welcome to WCFFL Live Uncut, Season 2, Episode 1, Special Edition. We're back. We're live. Let's get Marley on the call. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk. I'm bored. Something got canceled today, so right now I'm got nothing to do. Let's do this. Adjust it. Nah, like it's better. You want to answer, Marley?
What's going on, Joey?
All right, Marley, tell me, what's going on with you and Corey, man? Y'all got my attention earlier. You're lucky I got something canceled so I could do this little special right now. I got till 1 o'clock, so I'm going to give you all some time to talk.
Man, I don't know. It's a guy that's he got a lot of football accolades with not a lot of evidence to prove it.
Okay.
He got 3 championships and he played 2 snaps. That's 3 different seasons, 2 snaps.
So you're telling me what is he? So you're telling me he's like James Jones of the Cavs back when he was playing for LeBron a couple years ago. You ever seen that where James Jones is on the same roster every year?
James Jones made the 3-point contest.
True. But at the same time, like every single year he made it, but he was kind of just there.
Yeah.
He was just kind of there. It seems like he was following the winners, following the successful guys. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what it is.
All right. How's Corey feel about this?
I don't know. I haven't got a chance to get his side of it.
All right. You want to get a side of it?
That's why I went live, and I tried to bring it to the front. Like, come on, man, where you at?
Let me see what I can do here. Let's see if I can add him. How do I do this? I haven't done this in a week. I haven't done this in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're doing a documentary from Florida?
Yes, sir. It's coming to Florida.
Okay.
It's going to be really good, man. I just started working on everything earlier. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to make a group chat. There was a way I added somebody to call a few weeks ago, but I already forgot how to do it.
All right. Because I remember how when you did your live shows, you had people call in, do like their predictions or whatnot.
That's what we're doing. I'm going to add that stuff in there. We're going to have predictions. There we go. I'm adding it to the call right now.
There we go.
If he accepts, he accepts. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Nah, he's not. We're going to try it, man.
Go ahead and try it. But, yeah, we're making that documentary, man. I'm really stoked. It's going to be some good stuff. I shot about – oh, here he is right now.
My man. What's up? I can't hear me. Hello. Let me get a piece of paper right there.
You hear him, Corey?
Hello. Why can't I hear you?
Turn the speaker up, Corey.
I can't hear something.
He says he can't. He says he can't hear us, Marley.
You got headphones in? No. What's up?
I don't think he's prepared.
All right, Rick? That's right here.
Here, let me try to call him back in a second. You cool? Can you hear us now, Corey? Hold on, let's try it again. Let me call us back. That way, call them both in. See if it works this time. Let me pull that back up. There we go. You there, Corey? I don't know how you can't hear me, man. Corey, you're killing us. All right, what's going on there? Well, you know, it happens. Put Molly back. I'll put Molly back on. Come on, Marley. Things are not functioning at all.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, let me fix this.
But yeah, man, I'm excited about the documentary. I'm excited about this football season. Flag semi-pro.
Yeah, you got Brunswick Railroaders coming up, or not Brunswick. Sorry about that. Are you playing for Brunswick in the summer?
Nah. I did summer last year, and it's right after spring season, so it really takes a toll on your body.
Yeah, I can believe that. So what is your plans for your season? You want for both leagues? Are you playing in other leagues as well, or are you just planning on doing semi-pro Saturday and county on Sunday?
Washington County on Sunday. Yeah, that's the plan. You know, I'm officially a Cram family member program. Creme de la Cram, homie.
Yeah, I heard about that yesterday. The announcement you joined the program.
Yeah, a lot of names coming over to the Cram, and it's a big thing to win a B bracket championship and then come up and really be a contender for an A bracket, just like that.
That is a big deal. You guys have an opportunity to get back up there, but the program should be up there. They should not be competing for B bracket. You guys have been around for almost, well, not you guys, but the program's been around since 2016. The fact they're in the B bracket, that doesn't show a lot of growth. They got to get back to where they were. Like, they got to get back to that pinnacle. 2018 was 2 years ago now. I know you're new to the squad, but it's been 2 years since 2018. I think the program's got to step up this spring in a big way because they're starting to fall behind a lot compared to where other teams have grown. Look at the progress made in the last couple of years. ADR has won 3 championships in the span of program only winning the B bracket. And they've been around for a shorter amount of time.
That's true. That is also true.
But you know what? I give props to the program. They're always resilient. They always grow. They always turn things around. When they hit their bottom, they tend to go back to the top. Maybe this is the season the program bounces back.
It's going to be big. Like, he's bringing it really like a family. So it's more than football. And like
a cramly, so to speak.
You play to another level. Like, you play better. You play for the man next to you.
Yeah. No, I believe that. There's a strong bond in the program. You guys, that team has always had a good bond ever since the old days, man. It's been around for 4 years now. There's a reason the program has survived, whereas other programs have fallen apart.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. But semi-pro, you know, definitely look forward to that. We got to do some coverage for those games, man.
Semi-pro, I mean, I guess, but at the same time, I'm going to be busy on Saturdays at Keystone, man.
Yeah. Well, if we make big enough noise, you know, you'll hear about us. You'll give us a shout out every now and then.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to give you I will say I am covering Brunswick Railroader semi-pro, but that's only going to because it's going to be local to me. I'm going to be living about 5 minutes away from there. For the Franklin County Tigers, it's a little bit harder for me because I can't make most of their games because their days are going to conflict with a lot of the stuff I do because I plan on working Saturday evenings. Like I don't plan on like real work and all that. I don't plan on doing flag in the evenings. I'm going to try to avoid that so I can balance out my work and life schedule. That's a large part of it. Yeah. I mean, if the Tigers were willing to make a deal with me, I'd be open to talking business with them.
Well, I put you in the right hands. I send you the right people to talk to.
Hey, tell them. I'm always
have you on board.
I'm always down. I'm always down for a new challenge. I'm working for the Railroaders in the summer. I'm really looking forward to that.
And they got a nice little organization coming. I like what they're doing. They build it properly.
They do. They do a great job building properly.
Pro teams come together and they think they're going to do something and it falls apart quick. But what Brunswick is doing, it's professional. It's really professional.
Yeah, Brunswick does a very good job. They do a very good professional job. Brunswick does an excellent job with that. I feel like Brian's organization is going to ultimately succeed in the long run because of the fact that he's managed to put together so far a dedicated football team that I feel like can come in and win the TFL in the summer. From the sound of things, I feel like they may have the best team going in. They manhandled the Moco Rams last year in that game, and they're only going to bring in better talent from the WCFFL who's coming into play semi-pro football.
Yeah, and the Rams aren't no slouch anymore. I mean, there was a time where they were like the laughing stock of the league, but they've gotten better. And for Brunswick to really do that to them, I'm impressed. I am impressed.
But anyways, let's get back to flag football. You're going to be part of the program this year. Program. All right, I like it.
Yeah. Somebody got to take AD off this throne. They are too much on their high horse. Dame talks as much trash as I do, but we need a reason to shut them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you believe so?
I look forward to that this season.
I think in order to shut them up, you got to shut.
ADR.
If you're going to shut them up, you got to learn to shut down this guy.
Who's this guy?
Oh, he's coming on in a second if it loads up.
Oh, man.
We're talking about the man himself, the cannon.
Hold on. Shot out of the cannon.
ADR on this hot horse.
I know you cold out there. It don't keep it warm.
I know. I'm in the freaking airport now trying to get home.
Oh, where are you flying to, Cannon?
We're in Atlanta right now.
Where you?
Uh-oh, you got a fire drill.
Oh, shit. A fire drill at the airport, of all things.
They said there was too many flames in here.
But, Cannon, let's talk about the weekend you had down in Orlando, like especially against the Gladiators Friday night, where you absolutely dominated their secondary.
Yeah, a little bit, but team effort. My guys kept blocking. That made a big difference.
It was a big team effort.
I was watching some of the live candidates, and like when you had the ball, I was like, woo.
I appreciate that.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you. I wish I could have continued this next couple games. Shit happens.
Next year is gonna be so crazy. I feel it.
Yeah. Once we get these pieces together, we get a couple more offensive linemen.
I gotta get out of here though, y'all. My job calling.
All right, man. Welcome back, Cannon.
All right, let's go. So what's the topic of discussion now, dog? Go ahead.
Let's talk about what happened with ADR this weekend, man. You hit me up this morning saying, let's do a wake and bake. Well, here's a midday madness. Let's go on.
All right, well, this is my midday madness. We played well. We put the potential finally out there on the national board. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there last year, so I can't really speak on it. I know this year it felt like we could have went all the way. Adding a couple more pieces to rotate, just all around the board. Like we have a good shot. Teams are respecting what we bring to the table right now, in the future of the ADR. So I think it was a good showing. I think you did a good job as well as representing the same area as we are.
Thank you.
We're just bringing a whole different energy to flag football that wasn't there before. I'm happy that this year wasn't too much of that rah-rah trying to fight type tournament. You know, I think everybody came out here with a purpose. And it showed.
I feel like this was the best ADR team. I'm letting that ring. That was the best ADR team so far I've seen out there. It was the one I saw this past weekend.
Other than Gettysburg?
Well, I mean like on terms of nationals for going down there.
Oh, yeah. Nah, most definitely the best national team we had. We had a couple more on paper that was supposed to be there, but you know we had to play what we had, and everybody stepped up and did what they were supposed to do. You know? I couldn't actually. I'm not mad at the effort. Of course, I'm mad at the fact that we didn't get past the first round on a team that definitely could have beaten.
And you proved to have beaten. You guys beat the Gladiators on Friday night, 21-14.
Yes. Oh, shit. Put it this way. If we don't give up the 4th and 30 for a touchdown, if the refs call J-Mo's our first drive, we go all the way down the field, hold the ball the whole first half, like have ball control. And we damn near scored. We definitely scored. It's on film that J-Mo got the ball over the line, but the refs are going to call what they see. So that kind of took our momentum. And then that 4th and 30 and scoring kind of took our momentum. So those two things don't happen, it changes the whole game. I think that's the same thing with the Punisher team.
Yeah.
They did the same exact thing, drove the ball down. They didn't call our touchdown a touchdown. They scored, and then it kind of went like downhill to the 4th quarter. And we were able to finally pick up what we needed. But that didn't stop everybody's effort.
You guys put 100% in there. You guys left it all on the field this past weekend. Like I said, it was the best national team ADR has had yet, and I'm really excited to see what you guys can continue to do going forward. I believe I was actually on the plane ride back with Dame yesterday. Dame was on my flight. We talked a little bit. It seems like you guys will be back on the circuit for AC. I'm really excited to see what you guys have for that tournament. Hoping to see a better showing from previous years. But if you can build the momentum from this past one, I feel like ADR has quite the chances of succeeding going into AC, especially after the impressions they made at Nationals, 2-2. Pretty good record for all things considered. It is a growing franchise. I feel like ADR has it definitely has a positive trajectory right now.
Yeah, as long as we stick to our gut, you know, and don't go to these tournaments unless we have enough at least. You know what I mean? Like the right pieces. And I think that's what kind of helped us in other tournaments, because our last tournament was Virginia Beach. You know, so you look at that tournament, we beat the Lions, we beat the Bulldogs. You come to this tournament, we beat Gladiators, we beat Anarchy. I never really played them, but I played against a couple of those guys, so I know what they're capable of. And Punishers could have been easily beaten as well. I think we got them in the first game, and it's been a different story. We got Anarchy the second game. But like I said, as long as we go to AC with the right pieces, we should be fine. If we don't, the only reason we won't is if we don't have the right pieces.
Right.
But that's still not bad, because then we still build off momentum and still keep our game alive in a way where it's not looking like, oh, we played 80 yards, that's a free shot to the championship. But I don't think that's the narrative anymore. I think it's more or less like, what team are they going to bring?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And that's the biggest question, is what ADR does show up. And that's one of the things that has so far haunted ADR in the circuit, is never knowing what team they got going in.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you guys have pulled off significant upsets, especially in the last 7 months against the likes of the Strong Island Bulldogs. You defeated the Gladiators, and you didn't just beat the Bulldogs. in Virginia Beach. You actually got them as Showtime in 5-man over the weekend. You Cannon Hall picking off the Birdman, Brian Alfieri.
Yeah, that was a nice pick six. So I could put that to the highlight tape.
And that's one of the many highlights you made over the weekend. I believe if anybody was the MVP from Washington County down there, I think you made a very strong case for your effort and performance. Taking over the Gladiators game off the screens like you did, managing to make a miss. Just an excellent all-around performance this weekend, Cannon Hall. Absolute credit to you the offensive line, Chris Boone for giving you the ball and making sure the ball gets around. Excellent play calling over the weekend by Boone, help the offense out. You guys look sharp. It's just day 4 came, and I could tell that there was a little bit of fatigue from the offensive line side. The trench war was a little harsh. The A-bracket ball is no joke. It is a long gauntlet to play over that weekend. You gotta be built for it. You gotta be ready for it.
I was telling Boone, we gotta recruit any and everywhere we can to get some help on the offensive line, because after game 2, it's kind of hard to stay up there when you're battling against D1 guys, D2 guys, ex-NFL guys. So you gotta have depth. When you look at second gen, I didn't really get to watch them, but just looking at the winning photo, it looks like they have every bit of 30 players, and at least 12 of them are defensive and offensive linemen.
Oh my God, yeah, they are loaded.
Like, crazy. You know what I mean? I'm about to make a PSA. If you're not playing as much as you want to on another team, come start over here, baby, or at least get more of a rotation.
And that's the thing you guys need, depth. You need. Yeah, you guys just need more depth and size to get down there in the trenches, and I feel like ADR would have the potential to be able to defeat the likes. Well, you guys have already proven to be able to defeat the likes of the Bulldogs and the Gladiators. You did struggle with punishers, but you had main event at times back in a few games. You hung with them a little bit. ADR has shown they can compete. It's just a matter of can they win it all is the next question. They've proven before they did back in Hagerstown 2017. But the game has changed a lot since Hagerstown 2017. Flag football has certainly grown bigger and bigger.
It's gotten faster.
It has become a much different game in that span, and we've seen this evolution this last couple of years of our game and where it's going.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, now everybody's like starting. What I don't get is how we can't get players to travel with us and all this other stuff, but we can have players wanting to join semi-pro teams, and that's a whole different ballgame. So now you want to take a whole different league at a higher price, or a higher cost, but don't want to travel with a team that is competing for a national championship. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
That's a part of the game I'm not getting. And then we got how many teams, so there's how many offensive linemen, and we can't pick up not one off another team to come travel and play. We're not even talking about this national. We're talking about even if it's a Hagerstown tournament, whether it's any kind of tournament. We're looking for players that want to play that they don't have to be top 5. You know what I mean? I think they got that Mr. Screw with our team. You don't have to be the best fucking player to play on our team. You just need players that want to play and willing to travel and take it serious. So if that's you, holla at your boy, holla at me, holla at who you need to holla at. Let's make something happen, because we're really trying to win and make notice of Hagerstown League. And it makes it easier to play with players that play in our league, because we have some kind of what do you call it? Camaraderie.
Yeah, that camaraderie. That's what it is, camaraderie. Camaraderie.
We got that. Opposed to picking up some guy that we don't know, and then he not like the results and they want to leave for another team the next tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You got to find that. That's the one thing that I've done with Team Blunt Talk is when it comes to building up the teams, I made sure the guys I build up are guys with a lot of things in common. Guys coming from similar backgrounds in terms of flag football and everything else. Guys from Washington County was the key emphasis. I'm slowly trying to bring in other guys as well, especially the Keystone Flag Football League team I'm building at the moment, which We're going to be a really nice and humble and honest squad. It looks pretty good right now. It's I'm pulling from all sorts of places. That's going really well at the moment. Looking forward to that. Still waiting for a few guys to give me some answers on terms of they're going to play for me or not.
When does Keystone start again?
Keystone, March 28th, Cannon, day before County.
March 28th. That's special date for special date for me. Might have to make a debut. What's up?
Oh, is that?
I don't mind playing with what's up as long as ADL's not playing. I don't think I highly doubt we're playing Keystone. That'd be a little too much for us.
Yeah.
For us to play that.
Well, the offer's on the table, and if you accept right now, welcome to Blunt Talk, Cannon. We're going to get another ring.
Where the contract at? Let me show you.
Get that e-signature, the one with those little pens they give you at the convenience store line. To sign with your finger, little dash. There we go.
I'll fax it over.
All right, make it official. Keystone, if you're watching, we coming for you. Blunt Talk's coming for that ship.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
But Cannon, what are your goals for this spring?
Melting pot? Come on, Sam. Come
Get
on.
faster. I need to get my defense back. It's not where I want it to be. It's definitely not where I want it to be. I've been pulling flags a lot better. It's just that one-on-one coverage. I gotta get my instincts back. All off season I've been working on moving forward and not taking steps back, trying to play defense, change, so just the way I approach the game. I'm gonna try to do more following. Like we have Kobe to follow everybody. Well, I feel like I stay in one spot. Well, I feel comfortable on one side because I'm not a defensive player. But I feel like this year, I'm gonna try to move around a little more.
Okay.
That's right. So I think focus on that, focus on my leadership a little bit, get that better. Try to shut the fuck up on the sidelines a little bit. Keep my composure a lot. I mean, I don't really show it. My teammates see it, frustration sometimes, but that comes with a lot of other stuff. That's not based off of I want the ball. That's based off a lot of other things that go along with it. But just focus on what I can do to make the team better. It's more than just catching the ball. It's bigger than that. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
So figure something out.
I feel like ADR's got the potential. I feel like you got the potential. I feel like this could be a big spring for Cannon Hall. Comeback Player of the Year in the Washington County Flag Football League 2019. But he deserves to get a lot more accolades in 2020, and I think you're going to. I think it's going to be your biggest year yet.
I'm feeling it. As long as I keep that hard work, stay humble.
I think you got this, brother.
Appreciate that. But I'm gonna get off this, man. Let somebody else come and talk some shit. But I did have something to say. So what's up with all these players every freaking session, changing up a team? Whatever happened to building something? I don't get it.
Sometimes
I don't get it. Every other session is a new team. Yeah, they have to have like 6-7 jerseys in their repertoire. Like, God damn. Like, what's going on?
some guys just don't know where to go. They don't know where to belong, so they just wander off. They find something that may satisfy them better. They might have just lost out on something. Maybe we don't know what goes on behind the scenes of a lot of teams. I don't think some teams know what goes on behind the scenes of a lot of players. You know, I think it just happens that way. Some guys get impatient and wanted something they couldn't get. And because of that, they didn't like what they got, or maybe they just didn't like where they were, you know. That happens in life a lot. I think it's the modern world we live in. A lot of people just like to have something that's quick, successful, and works out for them. But other people, you know, maybe they want something that just makes fits for what they want to do.
Should we blame the NBA for that? Because no bullshit, I honestly thought this session was like how the NBA is right now. Like it was spread it out, pause. pieces were everywhere. Like it wasn't just like one dominant team. And then, not even though you were saying ADR is, but just regardless of that, prior like during the season, it wasn't saying ADR is the top team, blah blah blah. Like, there was a lot of teams in the mix of who could have won, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that was good for the league. You know what I mean?
I felt like it was too. This past season was a fun one to watch because while I had a feeling ADR was going to be able to pull it out, there was the possibility of them not pulling it out. There was for certain a chance of a team coming in there and winning it. That was not them. A lot of teams showed a lot of progress this year. It was very close. I don't think there was much of a difference between 1 through 8. Like the Red Knights, I think the Red Knights could have competed if they had their full roster a little bit better. There's no way we'll ever know that. It's unfortunate, but their final season goes down as like perhaps their lowest point, unfortunately. We're going to miss them in the league. I'm just wondering, 2020, I'm hearing new teams. I'm hearing about this team coming in, pure chaos. We talked about them a few weeks ago. We talked to the quarterback, Connor Thomas, actually. I'm wondering about this other team, the Giants, who I'm suspecting is a Scotty Scott team because I've already seen the post. I don't know if you caught it yesterday or not in 4-State Uncut. The team name came up. Okay. There was a post that a native made about teams in county, and one team came up called the Giants, and I've seen the cast and crew. Oh, it's the Raiders, it's the Chargers, it's the Schraders, it's Combined Forces, Nemesis. Those guys are coming in. I feel like Scotty's going to be leading the way, and this could provide for a very interesting team.
Like Scotty coaching or Scotty playing?
That's the question. I've seen a couple Charger guys popping up in the 4-State football page, Uncut. So that makes me wonder, are we going to be getting Scotty a quarterback, or are we looking at Chris Wright, the quarterback of the team they've had in the circuit the last couple of months?
Okay, I didn't get to catch them play because my time schedule, I had a lot of family out here. So I didn't really, honestly, I only got to see like AFM play a little bit. That's like the end of their like last games I got to see. So I don't know, like I seen the sideline and what they call Combined Forces. They look like they had some depth. You know what I mean? Some familiar faces, some faces I've never seen before. But I mean, they from what I heard and what I've seen, they did their thing out there. I mean, bring that energy to Washington County. That's the best part about Nationals, because the best part about traveling. You see other teams, you see what they do, you see what you can do against them. That builds your confidence up in the Washington County, where it's like, if I just guarded somebody that just played on the Jets or something like that, what makes me think, you know what I mean, old Joe Schmo is playing over here is about to do something with him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just gives you a different confidence. Then it makes you want to play at a high level, because when you see our team and you hear all the shit talking, blah blah blah, like you may say that that's our downfall, whatever the case may be. But we don't talk nearly as half the shit as these teams that's on the circuit.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, you remember Gladiators game, the ball guy on the line?
Oh yeah.
He talked enough shit with that game for the whole league. Like, I swear to God. So, and you don't see, maybe that might have tore the team down a little bit that game, because he kind of shut up the second game that he played. But at the same time, like, that's everywhere. So just because you might feel like, oh, I don't want to play with ADR, it is that, like, you're going to play against a team that's talking 10 times as much shit as we are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They're going to talk way more shit. That's just how it is. Everybody, and people forget, in our league, there are certain words that are banned from being said on the field. Yeah. Those words aren't banned on the field.
There's not a word banned besides SMD or your mama. Those are the only two words that banned.
It's tough out there on the circuit. Guys out there are ferocious. They are great athletes. It is no joke out there. You have to be some kind of special breed of football player to make it on the circuit.
Yeah.
And Cannon Hall, you've proven to be an A bracket player in this last tournament. You definitely showed you belonged up there.
Appreciate that.
A lot of people came away on the Gladiator side impressed with you in that game.
That's good. I mean, sometimes I want to be able to put the team on my back and do what I got to do to help us win. That doesn't mean I get the ball every time, but if I can open up the field and make it easier for J-Mo, make it easier for Mouse, boom, whoever's out there at that time. I'm doing my job, man. That's support. Let me open up the field for us. Shit, you see goal line. I subbed myself out and put a total receiver.
I saw it.
I just do. I do what is best for the team. I feel like.
You're a true role player, man.
Try to. But yeah, let me get off here. I got to spend a little bit more time with the family before we all disperse.
All right, man. Enjoy your time with the family.
Have
a safe flight back.
You know all that. You too, man.
All right. Good talking to you. Cannon Hall, everybody. Just wondering what the next call should be. But, going back to that subject on the Giants. Yes, this is about flag football, Chuck. The Giants have been a team that I'm wondering about now. It seems like we're going to get a combined forces S squad in there. Hard to tell how many guys will be coming from the Chargers, possibly the Raiders, the Hawks. Scotty's got some guys. I'm curious to see what they bring to the table. I think it's going to be an interesting foe in the Washington County Flag Football League for a lot of teams. Curious to see how the Warriors respond, losing Marley Mayo in the secondary. That is something that is big for their secondary depth. We're going to see how that ends up affecting them. Curious to see as well who else is joining other teams, man. Like, who's jumping ship? Who's doing what right now in free agency? Who's moving on? Who's staying where? Who's going to be there? We're going to find out, man. It's coming soon. Flag football. March 29th. Corey wants to call back, but I don't think Marley's available. Rome, you want to call? All right, I still got half an hour. Yeah, X out like 90% of these tabs. So many people, though. I don't feel like doing all this. Corey. Nah, I'm calling in Rome. Let's call in Rome. Corey and Marley's not available. Let me get Rome on. It's contacting. There we go.
Phone call with a FaceTime. Oh, all right. Hey, what it do, Joey?
Hey, what it do, Rome? How are you, man?
Just doing good in here with the baby boy, man. He here watching some shit called Baby First. You know, I'm a new dad now, so just enjoying every moment.
Hey, congratulations, Rome.
Thank you, bro. But shit, let's talk football, though, because he napping off. So, yeah, I got time.
All right, I got a little bit of time myself. I got to go by about 1 o'clock. It'll be my latest.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, man. So let's talk about this. These new teams coming in here, because I got news on new teams coming in. We got the Giants and Pure Chaos and Reckless Villains.
Giants? What state they repping?
I'm pretty sure they're from Baltimore. I mean, I've looked at the roster. I've looked at the comments. I don't know. It might be a troll. It might not be a troll. But I've seen a lot of interest coming in the last. Hold on. So,
bro. I've been trying to get Baltimore guys out Washington County for 2 years now. They trolling, bro. Ain't nobody making that drive, bro.
I don't know, man.
I
don't know, man. A couple Charger players seem like they've been jumping in on the on the 4-State Uncut page. Jarvis Peterson chiming in the other day.
Oh, we got that old Charger player coming out of Washington County next season. Y'all gonna know who he is. They gonna send him. He gonna be a top corner at the end of the season or whatever position he play. But yeah, we got real homies coming up there. I don't like the name because I'm a Patriot fan, so I hope they lose every game. But if it's guys on there that I know, then I'm gonna root for them to at least win like 2 and make the B bracket. But nah. It's 4 teams that I'm looking at that who I'm like I got marked on my calendar for games that I'm like all time take off word. You got broadcast that shit, and who I see like at the end of the season. Although it's preseason right now, but my preseason favorites right now, I'm gonna go with Haiti. I think Broadex will be a top team next season.
They brought in a lot of ruckus players.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
They added, I know for certain Danny's there, Steven Renner's there, and Brandon Michael is going to be there.
Okay. Let me think. I'm definitely I can't stunt. I'm going to jump my gun, but it's the only time I'm going to type my shit. Spartan's going to be a top 5 team next year in Washington County. We bit off a little more than we could chew, but if anybody watched our games, besides one game, and that was against ADR, we was in every game. We was in every game. Whether we made mistakes at the end, not kicking onside, shit like that, not using our personnel the right way, but that was a learning season, you feel me? But watch out, Spartan's definitely top 5 for sure next year. So I'm gonna go ADR.
Which league though?
Spartan, X-Dogs.
Which league though?
Washington County.
You're gonna be in both leagues though. Gonna be 2 Spartan teams.
I am. Hey, I don't know who I'm playing with in Keystone, so
you ain't gonna be on the Spartans in Keystone?
Nah.
What?
I gotta create sibling rivalries. I got brothers on out there in Keystone, so I think that's the perfect league for me to like either play against them or ball with them. But I'm gonna talk to them. But yeah, if you know Sean Taylor, that's like my little brother. So we always play on the same team or be on some rivalry shit. So, but 2 leagues a double dip, I don't know. If Spartans travel this year, then yeah, I'm definitely not playing with them in Keystone. I'm gonna play against them, work out with some of my players on the team, get a little start some spice going. But
wait a minute, hold on. Is this a Rome team coming to Keystone?
No, man, not yet. If anything, if I'm gonna ever make a team, it'll be in Owens Mills, and I'll try to grab as many Washington guys as I can. But if I make a team, it's best for me to do it in Owens Mills because I can get more guys from Baltimore, and then whatever guys I can get to commit from Washington. But I got goals, man. I ain't created a team in a long time, man. But you come down here to Baltimore, man. I got a great resume, man. I started flag football, I want to say 2015, but I was playing 6-man. But I won 4 championships in 5 seasons, and I was like, I thought I was the fucking Deuce Dutch of flag football. I thought I was the greatest coach ever. Until I found out that fucking 9-man and 8-man and all that shit outdoor, it's like, damn. And I've been asleep for years on that because I thought flag was only like indoor. I ain't know that Nationals and all that shit jumped off. So I got my feet wet. And now, man, like 2 years ago, I played like 2 games with AFN. Then I played a full season with Assassins. And shit, I was even part of Assassin's first win when they beat your Survivors. Shit.
That was actually their second win.
Okay.
Their first one was Top Gun, and hold on. That wasn't my Survivors. I was already gone by that point. I was gone. That was the Daniel Taylor Survivors. I was gone by that point. That was also the last game the Survivors played, man. They haven't came back since.
We buried them boys, man. I don't know. That game was a funny game because that's when I first met Tyler Spence and shit. I cracked back some kid, like when Eric Jones had like a big run and put some white skin kid on his ass, and Tyler just ran over there and just started celebrating with him. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? But it was like after that, me and Tyler been cool ever since. But yeah, man, it was good memories, man. Good memories.
Yeah, I recall that game, the final one for Survivors, but rumor has it they're not done yet.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I don't know. I've heard speculation.
You said March.
What's that?
Oh.
March coming. I don't know, man. Everybody's getting hyped for flag football around here. Keystone, Washington County. OMFFL's kicking off around that time.
Hey, look, bro. I watched every game you recorded down Nationals, bro. I'm too hyped for flag football now, yo. I ain't know that shit be that lit. Besides all that knuckleheads fighting shit and motherfuckers carrying their egos down there, is like, that shit is lit. That Florida National shit is lit. And I'm being a part of that shit next year for sure. I don't know where or what team, but you gonna catch me down there. I'm a big gas on that down that motherfucker. But yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm in a couple of these tournaments this year. I already let my boss know that I'm gonna be traveling a lot. So y'all gonna see me at a lot of tournaments going forward and shit. But
oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you going to Florida next year?
Yes, sir.
What team you want to play for?
It's honestly, bro, it's one team in the A that I would love to play for. Just that one team, because I know a couple people on there. But other else, it's like 4 B teams that I would definitely love to rock with. Or bring a team an upcoming team down Florida and make a name for ourselves down there. But yeah, for sure. You know, the AFNs of the world, Hawks, that was my first 9-man team outdoor, was the Hawks. So it's like, Rob, I'm always going, if Rob need extra body, something like that, that's the first stick. So yeah, the Hawks, AFN, I would say, shit. I'm cool with Kinski on Aftermath. I got a couple inboxes before. A lot of people don't know. I tried to get my feet wet in 9-man. I still got some saved messages. So there's some teams and there's some A teams. In case anybody ever jump on that smoke, I got messages where people wanted me to fall. So motherfuckers know my work. I just tried to get my feet wet on different positions. But back to other stuff. Not myself. Let's not focus on myself. Let's focus on football. How many teams are we looking at expecting in Washington County this year?
All right, let's count them up. So if we're talking new teams, so far, Giants, Pure Chaos, Reckless Villains, other teams, Adrenaline Rush for 4, Broadaxe, Ruckus, Program, Warriors, Railroaders. Thinking. Try to think. I might have hit the end of that.
Damn. Okay.
Did I miss anybody?
That's a lot of fucking teams.
Do you think I missed anybody?
You named a couple, but the ones that you left out, I already figured they're gonna be back. So like the Railroaders, oh shit, Red Knights are done.
Yeah, they're gone. There's no more Red Knights.
Oh, okay. So that's about 9. That's about 9, 10 at most. But I don't know who's trolling. Because there's always trolling. You know, Misfits trolled us a year ago. I don't give a fuck about none of that meeting shit. Misfits trolled us a year ago. Riga my down.
Yeah.
Keystone. So we gonna come to Keystone. Misfits ain't one coming was the tonic, so we gonna come find John Keystone if they still live. They got a championship and dip. Regan is known for getting championships and dip. Dumb AFN, y'all just like winning and dipping. But we coming for a couple of y'all. I got family on both teams, so yeah, they know what's up. We coming for y'all. But we're gonna see, man. I like the excitement this year, man. It's I think we're gonna have a lot of great games this year. And some people are gonna get shocked, for sure. So
I think so too. I think we're in for a hell of a season ahead up in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, bro.
Yeah.
We're back on the turf field. We got everything back here.
And shit, man, and shit. I mean, we a lot of more viewers too, because a lot of people don't notice and realize. Shit, my man Joey, you got blue checks when you went down Florida, man. You fucking stamped. You verified now, bro. So these games that you record now, people gonna have to be on their P's and Q's because it's gonna be a lot of viewers watching the Washington County game. So it's like, if you on that smoke, bring it. Dang it.
Yeah.
This year, I'm on a mission this year, for sure, bro. Like, I'm on a big mission this year. Prove a lot of motherfuckers wrong.
Let me tell you, man, I'm really, really, really hyped. I'm hoping we get numbers. Let me tell you, St. Louis media, Real Deal Sports, and their leagues, they got something I like to see us model ourselves after. Sunday morning when I was watching I was standing next to their live streamer for the Combined Forces Wolfpack game. You want to know how many viewers they had at 7 a.m. St. Louis time?
What?
78.
Damn.
For a flag football game at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
We only had 20 on my stream for that game.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
But that's where we going at, though. I mean, it's only growing. So we going to get there. They got 70-something shit. we going to try to get that shit to about 40, sure. So yeah, yo, we going to get there, yo.
Oh, we had a lot for the championship game in A. We had a total of at least 400 viewers watching at once on 6 different live streams.
Yeah. I was sharing shit too. I'm like, that. The game was like I said, bro, that shit was a good showing, bro.
It
A
was.
good ass showing. Like, that's what I was saying. I was like I said, bro, I watched every fucking game I seen while I was at work. Like, fuck it, my numbers was bullshit in the warehouse at work. I'm like, y'all ready to watch these games? I popped that shit up, put that shit on Lord John, and was letting that shit spin, yo. Like, there were some great games, bro. Some great games. Although ain't none of my picks make it to the Final Four, I was disappointed. But, I mean, hey, I guess I learned more about playing football this weekend, too. So, because none of my favorites made it to the Final Four. Well, made it to the championship. Some didn't even make it to the Final Four. Shit, some of my picks ain't even make it to Sunday. So I was like,
yeah.
Damn. So, but DMV represented well. Shout out to you for recording down there. Scorpions on winning. So I guess who team that won today? Second Gen.
Second Gen. Yep.
New York Knicks. So yeah, congrats to them too, man. People was trolling Deuce Dutch, but we watch sports, NFL, and college all the time. A lot of motherfuckers inherit good teams. So if Deuce Dutch was on that team before, when they won the V, I'm pretty sure if he wasn't no slouch, not knowing like, all right, this team could win the A2. So, but you know, trolls going trolls, and players going to play, coaches going to coach, refs going to ref, children's going to play. And yeah, we live, yo. We live, yo. I want to do another special Baltimore episode, man. You gotta call me in. I gotta set up my little Jeff with me and Weez and shit on there. But we gonna let that get popping as like during the season started. I was going.
Yeah, I like that. We could definitely do that.
Like April.
We could definitely do special Baltimore. What's that?
I'm playing on that semi-pro team with Brunswick too, man.
Oh, real?
So if you following through Brunswick, yeah, man. I'm coming to try out for their running back position, slot wide and corner. So
we will.
Pads on, man. Ready to put the pads back on.
We are launching a new show, Railroader Report, every week starting in July.
Yeah, I know.
And I also announced yesterday, I am willing to, or earlier this morning rather, I am willing to start traveling Blunt Talk or Keystone or County episodes wherever it need be to anywhere anybody wants to host. You must have good Wi-Fi. That is the only requirement. We must have good Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I got my stack there. I got BIOS on top of Verizon. My shit stacked there, bro. So yeah, we good. We gonna set that up. We gotta set that up.
Oh, it's going to be lit. It's going to be legit. It's going to be fun. We're going to definitely do a lot of good stuff this spring and summer up ahead.
I'm with it, man. But one thing, I just tell people this season, that's what it's all about right here. Watch out for these guys. Watch out for them. That's all I'm saying, Joey. Watch out for them. Don't sleep on them this year. That's a Spartans jersey right there. Don't sleep on them.
The best secondary in the league room?
Oh, no. We jumped the gun. I love him. That's my fucking brother. My brother from another mother. But we jumped our season is not going to be that greatest secondary season because we needed to blow. I felt like we needed to blow out Red Knights that first game to make a statement to the league. But 22-7, that wasn't a strong statement. So I'm like, fuck. And a lot of people on our team got complacent, like, oh shit, we that nice. And it's like we all make mistakes, but that's what I knew right there. Like we weren't watching every game because Red Knights ain't been shit since. No offense, Andy, but Red Knights ain't been shit since they had like Tay, Black, and Larry and all of them still on their team back then. So it's like
that's a fair statement. That's a fair statement to make. The Red Knights were never the same after the split. It just was one of those things where the Red Knights weren't able to put together a team that was ever as good as what they were. It's a shame they weren't. But, it happens that way sometimes in flag football. The Knights last season was not a good measuring stick of how good a team could be. They really weren't.
Yeah, so it don't even like paint their history. Because Red Knights is a story. That's a story franchise in my opinion.
They really are, yeah.
Because that's like one of the first teams I've heard of, like out there for real. My brother was driving out there to go play with them. So, but I just think when we beat them, we got a little ahead of ourselves. And I think if we'd have went out and beat Broadex that next week, then we might have could have kept going. But
you guys could have beat Broadex if you kicked the damn ball.
Look, bro, I've been kicking since I've been practicing kicking on a random shit. I can kick a 35-yard field goal. That's the furthest I can make the field goal.
All right.
We gonna practice with kicking. Kicking off, I just gotta get a tee. But if I get a tee, we kicking off. We gotta kick off this season. I'm gonna practice that onside shoot and all that because I'll be damn if I put an offense to start on 1st and 5 versus kicking the onside and making them motherfuckers 1st and 20. So I'm asking my defense to do too much to stop 5 yards. It's hard as shit to stop 5 yards in flag football.
I agree.
Don't get that. It's hard to stop 5 yards in flag football because it takes one play. It just takes one play. Send everybody out. I'm gonna run right out the middle, 5 yards right there, and that's what they did. They baited it in and got the first down, sealed the game. But if you get 20, you can give up 3 yards a pop when you need 20 yards to get the first down because it means it's gonna be a 4th and 14 or a 4th and 13. So it's like I'd rather have that than give them 5 yards when you can average 3 yards and flag a pop, even just scrambling with your quarterback. Unless you got a prolific D-line that can slow them down. So, but it was a learning curve, and I think we learned a lot from it, including coach and myself. I knew I had a couple moments where I let my on smoke Baltimore just get to me, and I was arguing with a lot of players on my own team. But I apologize to the teams for that, and it just, I don't know, with me, it's like, it shouldn't always just be about, like, individual accomplishments, Like, I like players that, like, all right, I know I'm not going to get the ball on this play, but if I run my slant hard as fuck, and the safety comes up thinking I'm open, and my other wide receiver does that post, I know my quarterback is going to hit my other wide receiver wide open on that post for a touchdown because I ran my slant so hard that the safety bit on me. You don't got a lot of people that's like that in this league. You got motherfuckers that, I ran that slant, you ain't throw the ball, y'all was wide open. That's how you separate teams that's going to win and that's teams that's going to keep losing. You got to make sure that you plan for each person out there and not just yourself because that's where it started. It's a goal. Everybody want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Just if you care about stats and flag football, get the fuck out the league. Because don't nobody give a fuck about your stats and flag football unless it's at the end of the season and we having a debate about who was that award and shit like that. But even still, if you ain't winning, what the fuck is a season award? If you was the best corner, but your team was fucking 0-9, I don't want to hear that shit. You Owen, you won that award sitting home watching a team that where their corner might have had 2-3 picks that season, but his team is fucking 8-2, and they're about to compete for a championship. So it's like it ain't always about stats. It's about fucking winning. And I think a lot of people get sidetracked. That shit is about winning. So you sleep, Roman? You knocked out, sure. All right. Little man knocked out over there, yo. Shit. I be happy as shit when I enjoy it. I ain't gonna stop, man. Y'all understand, man. That shit a good feeling, man.
We're happy for you,
so
Ron.
He's gonna play Washington County. He's gonna be out there in like 2045. My little man will be out there playing.
2045. All right, I like it. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Be on the lookout.
I'll be about. I'm hoping I'm still live streaming by then. We're gonna have this interview up and everything.
Damn, yeah, same. I just thought about it. That is a couple of us gonna be 60s and our 60s. So yeah, but yeah, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump up out of here, man. I'm gonna take advantage while you sleep. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little workout in. I got my weights and shit set up in here. I gotta get my little cardio going while I can. But thanks, Joey, for everything that you do for the league, bro.
Thank you.
Like I told you before when I saw you face to face, I appreciate that shit. More people are starting to appreciate that shit. And if y'all out there and y'all don't know this man, Joey Plays, go follow him. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go follow his Facebook live streams and get with it. Non-football, non-man football, flag football. Joey Plays. I'll support our very own Scott Van Pelt. So let's do it.
Thank you.
Salute you, brother. Salute you, man.
Salute to you too. Much respect for him.
Yeah.
Ron West joining us. And I think we're just going to wrap it up there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to sign off for now. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for the first episode of the season of Washington County Flag Football Live Uncut with Joey Blaze. For now, I'm just tuning off. We'll see you soon.